Shalom, shalom. Yeah, so this is the book of Jude, verse 24. Now unto him that is able to keep you from falling, and to present you faultless before the presence of his glory with exceeding joy. To the only wise power of our Savior be glory and majesty, dominion and power, both now and ever, so be it. Giving all praises, all honor, and all glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Wachaha Kodash. Double honor. The mighty chairs, the apostles, the elders, and the bishops of Great Millstone who watch over our souls. Shalom to the Yakin worldwide that are sincere and serious doing the will of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Wachaha Kodash. 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 1 and 2 to you all. Stay strong, stay mighty, and take not the Holy Spirit from us, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. I'm the brother, the disciple Kwashab Banyame from the branch in Great Millstone, Barbados. Now, what you're saying here is the apostles we were going live on Tuesday, apostles live, going live on a Tuesday afternoon, right? And this is me here, but it was on my other channel. James holding his word firm until the end, right? So I was driving, listening to the apostle and the bishop, right? And this fucking idiot come on here. I'm sorry that I didn't get to take the picture of what he said. I tried to get back the comment. I asked the brother to do it, but he said the comment get moved from a moderator. Now I did see when the moderator moved the comment, right? So I thought I could have get back even after the live and after the moderator move it, but apparently it can't. But the brother tell me now he can't get it back. But it was this person here, Adrian Perez. I told him, Adrian Perez, leave, because he came up on here and said that you all are Charlie Kirk killers, right? He came up on the Apostles live stream here, Tuesday gone here, and said you all are Charlie Kirk killers, right? So he caught that, right? And they stopped the truck and they said, you are Adrian Perez, leave. And then they type in, here it is. You and your kind take no accountability for your own actions. Now who deleted Charlie Kirk? Was it Jake? Was it Ishmael? Was it Moab? Was it Ammon? Right? It was his own nation. Another Edomite. Right? Another Edomite. Now, I was watching this video here, and she said some things here. I can play a little bit. Charleston White said some things too. And then another video I was watching too. Let me play that one first, because that one's shorter than this one, right? Let me play that one first. I think it's the brother from Elia. Yeah, this one here, look.
Like we were talking about earlier, the projecting. White people didn't even consider us human, 3/5 human. That was never our problem. Our main problem is why we considered them human in the first place. If anybody 3/5, look at their behavior. Who eat people? Who would feed a baby to an alligator? Who would do that? Who would exterminate buffaloes just so people wouldn't have nothing to eat, wouldn't have a source of food, just to punish people? Who would give people disease-ridden blankets? Who would do this? Who would create black codes? If you walking along the train line, you going to prison. Vagrancy laws. Same thing they doing now. Our issue isn't our humanity. Our issue is trying to prove our humanity to people who don't behave in a humane way.
Cornelius, come here. Reach into my pocket. Read to
So
him
let me
the
get now
29th
what this woman
scroll,
say here, right?
6th verse.
Beware the beast man, for he is the devil's pawn.
You hear that?
Alone among God's primates, he kills for sport, or lust, or greed. Yea, he will murder his brother to possess his brother's land. Let him not breed in great numbers, for he will make a desert of his home and yours. Shun him. Drive him back into his jungle lair, for he is the harbinger of death.
And handed the record deals. Those white boys, it's about 90% of them were. Oh, he posted.
Black people are allowed to talk about black culture in a way that white culture cannot. For example, black people can go up and say that there's a baby mama problem in black America, and white people are not allowed to say that. Oh, I just did. So what are you gonna do, cancel me? Black people are much easier to be able to say that black individuals, despite being 13% of the American population, commit 55% of the murders. Most white people say that at a job, they would get fired for being a racist. I don't care because I say whatever I want.
Oh, bless your little colonizer heart. You really climbed on the internet and opened your pale mouth and decided to rewrite history in real time like the rest of us haven't been wide awake. The audacity to claim black people have more intellectual freedom while simultaneously gaslighting the entire globe into believing your fragility is under attack. Now that's rich. Irony is so thick, and it might as well pay for reparations. But I'm going to reveal the lie and hypocrisy behind the Olympics that you just won the new gold medalist for. You say black people can talk about black issues, but white people can't. Well, sweetheart, when y'all own CNN, Fox, Time Magazine, Hollywood, Disney, and the banks, and every Ivy League endowment, maybe, just maybe, you can sit out for just one conversation.
Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. And then it says in Genesis, the 49th chapter, I think it is, they shall have the dew of heaven. They are in their heaven right now. Right? They're in their heaven right now, brother.
And while you're pretending to be gagged, your people are in every boardroom, courtroom, war room, media room, pushing propaganda like it's your birthright. If you're so silent, how come the world speaks your language, worships your whiteness, and mimics your mediocrity in music, fashion, and culture? But I'm going to drop those receipts, the historical Holocaust y'all don't want us to talk about. Let's get into these statistics since you love to throw out black crime rates around like white folks aren't the original terrorists. Let's talk about genocide. 100+ million indigenous people murdered globally via colonization. And how about slavery? Over 12 million Africans stolen, tortured, sold as properties, built your banks, White House, legacy wealth. And what about these serial killers? Oh, you don't want to talk about that. Because statistically, over...
Wait a minute. Let me show what it's saying here. No. Let me show what it's saying here. Can I find it? Where is it, my brother? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it, man? Where is it? Where is it? Despite making up only 28% of the USA population, FBI data shows that Edomite men are 55% of kidnappers, 55% of rapists, 58% of mass shooters, 59% of child. You can see it there. 62% of statutory rapists, PDF files. 63% of prostitution solicitors, 68% of 1934 NFA offenders, 75% of incest perpetrators. Imagine fucking that. Right? Imagine that.
Seriously believe the 13% of the population and 50% of the crime, you need to get fact-checked, and I'm about to do it to you. In 2016, white people committed 70% of the convicted crime, and black people only committed 27%. Then in 2017, white people committed 68% of the reported crime, and black people only committed 26% of it. And in 2024, white people committed 53% of the reported crime, while black people only committed 25%. So this narrative on 13% of the population, 50% of the crime is wrong. You know who actually commits 50% of the crime? White people. But guess what stat black people are 13% of the population and 50% in? Exonerations. You know, when they're wrongly convicted, all you're doing by spreading this fake fact is allowing more people to profile and be racist towards black people. You know what's the highest percentage of people who are victims of white people? Black people. And if you look at all the shootings, guess who are the shooters? White dudes. So let's all think long and hard on who actually commits 50% of the crime.
So, I mean, and honestly, right, this was burning in my chest from since Tuesday, right? Man, that the mic came on and said that these CK killers. Here it is, the apostle and the bishop was going on Isaiah the 13th chapter. And this man came on here and said that these are CK killers, right? Now, a 16-year-old boy accused of shooting two classmates at Evergreen High School embraced conspiratorial anti-Semitic and white supremacist social media content, right? But here it is, C. Kurt get deleted and somehow reads the target. HBU schools, HBCU, I think the name is HBCU school, was under threats, right? Here it is, people getting fired because of speaking up against C. Kurt, right? And again, he was deleted. He was deleted by his own, right? By his own. Not a Negro, not a Muslim, right? Not a Hamite, right? From his own big man, right?
Who don't hurt nobody but they not even into this America. And now Russia own most of your beef processing plants too. Russia been coming in here spying on y'all. Y'all was just hollering Russia was meddling into the elections. And Russia is defying everything President Trump said. Everybody got their weapons pointed at the United States of America. You don't.
Why is that? Because that's prophecy, big man. Right? These shall hit. Let me get that. These shall hit the whore. Let me get that there, man. These shall hit the whore. Wait a minute, man. These shall hit the whore. Look. You think that's a boy or a girl? Huh? At the front there. That's a fucking girl. That's what America produced, see? That's what America produced. All the way down here, the Caribbean aliens, big man. That's a woman no going to call their feet, she's a fucking man. But you want to come with fake statistics. And you want to come up on the Apostles live stream and say that we CK killers, yeah? Revelation 17 and 16, and the 10 horns without soils upon the beast, these shall hit the whore and shall make her desolate. and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire. This metaphoric speaking, metaphoric language for you being destroyed by ICBM missiles, brother. It's right?
I have no more friends, America. You think Israel your friends? They over you too. They the one did the 9/11 tax on you.
The least of the flock is gonna draw them out. It's right? The least of the flock, Benjamin Netanyahu and all these rest of the Edomites can draw who? Can draw America, big man. It's right? Drawing them out, big man. God getting this war. Because little brother can't keep a yard square. Little brother getting with the players, terrorizing the whole place. Right? So big brother gotta come and step in to defend little brother. But it could be too late for big brother.
To bully your government. So what the fuck is Kirk running around acting like is the problem? The ain't affecting nobody but.
Get ready to relax with stress-free punishment.
About your and they bring in so much money with all this free prison labor. It's just talking about Kirk. And white people, he ain't your problem. Don't even interact with white people no more. We call problems. Don't target white girls like we used to. When I was a kid, we target y'all. I went to jail for killing a white man. We used to target white people before gangbanging showed up. And you have allowed 99 tongues into America, and all of them don't go with your laws and your customs and your culture. When you close on Christmas, them Chinese, them Arab, the Palestinian stores be open. And I just want to say this, white America, if y'all feel so f***ed up about Charlie Kirk dying in front of his family, how can y'all still turn your ear and your nose away from Israel and they blowing up hospitals with children in it? And we seeing that on TV. We seeing the agony of the Palestinians in Gaza, and now this one white man gets, what about all them people over there? So don't come with us with that white privilege, sympathy y'all got, and y'all ain't got no white guilt about nothing, never. I remember Mike Brown died. I remember white people made mockery of Eric Brown, the big fat guy that couldn't breathe. Y'all made jokes about that. That man died in front of his kids. Y'all made jokes about that. Y'all made jokes about Trayvon.
You think that ain't traumatizing the children? Going all the way back to slavery, big man. You think a mother seeing her child being eaten by a crocodile wasn't traumatizing to her? Huh? You think a woman seeing her man being bricked, that wasn't traumatizing to her? I tell you that's traumatizing. You know why? Because my mother has a friend, or had a friend. She came home one day early from work and see she man in the back shop, big man, getting the bartley off he by another man. He getting bull. And she was never the same since. She was never the same since, big man. She came home and saw another man licking the bark off her husband, big man. And she instantly lost it. And she was never the same. Imagine slavery. Imagine slavery. But you won't come up in here. You won't come up in here with the pictures. I sorry that I didn't take that picture, boy. I so sorry here. I so sorry I didn't take that picture, boy. But I responded to it. I can show it again, man. I so sorry I didn't stop my truck and take that picture when I saw it, big man. And another thing too, the God's song. Anyhow, look, there's me here on my other channel. Come on, man. So looking for the camera focus, man. But that's me there, right? At Adrian Perez, leave. I tell you to the left. Here it is, you and your kind take no accountability for your own actions. Imagine that. You see? But one always want to play the victim, big man. Always must play the victim. Always must play the victim, big man. Ignoring the things you did. Ignoring your history. Let me get a preset there, man. Let me get a preset. This is Proverbs 17 and verse 9. He that covereth a transgression seeketh love. Yeah? Hiding all your history. Hiding all your history. You trap one, take down all the images of us in slavery. You see? You want to hide your history, big man. Right? Seeketh love. Now you're looking for love. But he that repeateth a matter separateth very friends. Are you always repeating your matter? You have not changed. You have not changed since you came in. Hey, you have not changed for the time you were for the time in the garden, brother. You murder your brother Abel, right? You came back as Esau now. You slaying your brother Jacob. Nothing ain't changed about you, brother. All this pseudo science, that's which pseudo means false. All this false science CK was getting into, right? With just that false, big man. And they showed you a couple of videos on it. You see? So I can end it there, man. I ain't gonna make this video so long. You know what I mean? It was just on my mind. For since Tuesday, big man. And I saw it. And I saw it. I didn't stop my trying to take that picture, boy. That you could see the proof. I show you the proof of me responding. All of a sudden, my camera won't fuck around, big man. So, like you, man. Okay, good. You at Adrian Perez leave. That was me on my other channel. Here it is. You and your kind take no accountability for your actions. Zechariah 11 and 5. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. And they that said and said, Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich. And their own shepherds pity them not. Yeah? So I think I said all that needs to be said, man. That way judgment coming upon Edomite America, man. You see? It's already written. And nothing you or nobody could do to change it. You see? It will happen, big man. Because your sins have reached unto heaven. That Revelation 18 verse 6, I think it is. For her sins have reached unto heaven. And God have remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you. And double unto her double according to her works. In the cup which she hath filled, fill to her double. Just make sure you get everything here, man. And a lot of our people that siding with this system, boy, a lot of them can feel the pain, boy. A lot of them can join hand in hand with Esau Edom.
Want to talk about that because statistically over 76% of serial killers are in the U.S. are white. And how about school shooters? Yeah, those white boys, it's about 90% of them were school shooters, right? Oh, and let's not forget global extinction. Yeah, nearly every animal now endangered or extinct, white-led colonizer.
Can't forget deforestation. Cutting out all the trees, big man.
Hunted for sport, fashion, and science? Yeah. And what about hunted for sport, fashion, and science? Yeah. And what about environmental destruction? You bulldozed the whole rainforests of this world, dumped oil in oceans, and then said climate change like it was a mystery. And let's not forget,
Oh
you
shit.
poisoned your own.
Yeah, what were these cruise ships, big man? Dumping. Oh my god. Woo, Lord have mercy, boy. These cruise ships, these other ships dump the waste. I forget how much off of miles from the shore, big man. Really take all that waste going? Who ingested all that waste? The creatures of the sea, brother? Jake ain't doing that. Jake ain't in charge of these yachts, these cruise ships, big man.
Europeans during the bubonic plague because y'all didn't believe in using soap. So before you speak on crime statistics, check the colonial body count. Yeah, I want to talk about this irony though. You all want to parent us now? You want to talk to us and talk down to us? You say black folks need to get their act together? Sir. Y'all are the original baby's daddies, raping our women, selling our families, and now you're confused about single mothers? Your wives were sipping tea while your children suckled on the breast of black nannies. Did you forget? That's the
history is so vast, big man, that let me tell you something, boy. Again, her sins have reached unto heaven, boy. Her sins have reached unto heaven. There's a lot more you could play, but let me just get saying here, right? Wait a minute.
origin of your wet nurse economy. You stole our families and then had the nerve to blame us for the fracture. That's like robbing a man and breaking his legs and then calling him lazy for limping. And don't come for our music, our art, and our soul. You manufactured the whole hedonism and handed the record deals to those willing to sell their souls for the culture you corrupted. Yeah.
If you've been on social media over the past week, you've probably seen some pretty shocking reactions to a public figure getting assassinated. There was celebration, there was mockery. Honestly, I found a lot of it so disturbing, I almost went back to Threads. I mean, I didn't. Nothing could make me go back to Threads, but I did think about it. And as expected, when people are being this shitty on the internet, there's gonna be backlash.
On social media, people who've criticized Kirk are being called out. Their names and photos widely circulated.
Some people who celebrated his death are now under scrutiny from conservative activists. Those activists have created online websites to hold accountable those behind the messages. The website claims it's received more than 63,000 submissions so far.
Some employers already firing or suspending people for their posts about Kirk, impacting teachers, commercial pilots, doctors, and even NFL staff.
Even the NFL staff are getting fired?
So, hey, this is an unjust world, boy, you say? Jimmy Kimmel, sure, pull indefinitely over Charlie Kirk. Comment.
We have been following a lot of breaking news over the past several hours, and we do have more that is now coming into the newsroom. This coming in courtesy of the Associated Press, as well as Reuters, a story that we have been following here, as ABC has now suspended Jimmy Kimmel's late night show indefinitely following comments that he made about Charlie Kirk's killing. The network's decision came. Nexstar announced that its ABC affiliates would preempt Jimmy Kimmel Live indefinitely over his comments. Quote, Mr. Kimmel's comments about the death of Mr. Kirk are offensive and insensitive at a critical time in our national political discourse, and we do not believe they reflect the spectrum of opinions, views, or values of the local communities in which we are located. That's according to Andrew Alford, president of Nexstar's broadcasting division. As we mentioned, Nexstar made the announcement about its stations, and ABC followed that by pulling the plug indefinitely on Jimmy Kimmel's late night show. Now, we also have just a little bit more information here as we know that earlier in the day, the FCC chair, Brendan Carr, had urged local broadcasters to stop airing the show on ABC. So again, Nexstar made the decision to pull it from their stations. And then after that, ABC said, we're going to suspend the late night show altogether indefinitely. And this is all related, of course, to the comments that were made about Charlie Kirk's killing, the conservative political activist shot and killed in a targeted attack 1 week ago today as he was at Utah Valley University speaking in front of thousands of people, a crowd estimated to be 3,000 when he was shot. We know that he was rushed over to the hospital there. President Trump making the announcement just hours later that Kirk had died from his injuries. ABC then suspending Jimmy Kimmel's late night show 1 week later indefinitely. We'll keep an eye here on the developments and keep you updated on what happens next.
So you see a divided kingdom, brother. A kingdom divided shall not stand. That's what you're saying, brother. It's going to lead to civil war. It's going to lead to civil war. A lot of things can happen. Maybe they can come after Jake. Right? Because... whoa, boy,
You are.
Now, for context, there's a huge broad bricks as CK vigils are held across the USA. Is right? So, I mean, a Canaan divided, right? And that's beautiful, big man. But at the same time, they can spew the hatred for Jake. Is right? They can spew the hatred for Jake, big man. Right? I mean... yeah? Hey. That's good, big man. That's good. That's good. That is beautiful, man. He that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. But at the same time, they're going to come after Jake because that hatred for Jacob, right? It's still there. So they're fighting among themselves, yeah, but they still will come after Jake. And you Jakes that get caught up in this here, that's good for you. You got some Jakes crying over Charlie Kirk. You came out of that? Anyhow, I getting it there, man. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kodash. Stay strong. Stay mighty.